So here I'm going to describe how to run the MINT64OS Chapter 9. The image is already compiled and it is in this diskette. So let's run it. Okay, so MINT64OS is running. Let's read this text. So the first line is just the text in the bootloader file, and the second line is actually loading the 32-bit and 64-bit code at specific address, which is the OX 10,000. At this address, there is assembly code that prepare for the protected mode, the 32-bit, and actually there is a code in C. So before switching to the protected mode, there is some structures required, which is GDT, that means global descriptor table, and that contains entries to entry to code segment and the data segment and stack segment. So after preparing that descriptors and tables, the code switch the 32-bit on, and then the C language kernel is started. This line, the minimal memory size check, the MINT64OS actually requires at least 64 megabytes. So it checks manually by accessing and writing at each address from the 2 megabytes to 64. So at this point, there's also assembly code in 32-bit that actually load the image into memory address at 2 megabyte. And also 64, the long mode requires paging instead of segmentation. So the code prepares and initializes the paging tree structure and load it to CPU register and switch the 64-bit mode. And this is just before switching on the 64, the long mode.